Hello there, everyone, and thank you for joining us at LankSports.com for our LL League Insider Girls Basketball Playoff Preview video. I'm online sports editor Keith Schweigert alongside me, Jeffrey Reinhart from LankSports.com, and we're going to run down the 4 quarterfinal matchups for you, which start on Tuesday night, February 10th at 7 p.m. at various locations across Lancaster County. Jeff, let's go to the top of the bracket first, and we'll start with Manheim Township against Lancaster Catholic. Your thoughts on this game?
That's an old school Lancaster Lebanon League girls matchup. Catholics won 9 league titles, more than anybody. Township's won the second most. They've won 5. A couple other teams have also won 5. So Township, last team to clinch. They got in on the last night of league play, won Section 1. They're the Section 1 champs. First time since 1995 for the Streaks. Gritty team, physical team, good half-court team. Kirsten Green, one of the best players in the league. She's only a sophomore, but she can finish. Really good in transition, can hit the 3, averages 16 a game. 25 against Warwick in the clincher the other night. She's dynamite. Up and down year for Catholic. They've had one of these kind of years. Win 3, lose 2, win 2, lose 3. They've had 3 long losing streaks this year, which is rare for Catholic. But they're usually dangerous this time of the year. When the playoffs start, you got to be aware of Catholic and what they're doing. They've won 9 of these. And under Coach Kaufman, who has 636 career wins, which is amazing, they're always a threat to get to the title game. A little more bigger, physical kind of a Catholic team this year, not the smallish guard, press trap kind of a team. They have some size. They're good on the boards, which will be a good matchup there because Township's got some size and some grit and some grittiness underneath. So that's a good matchup for sure. Like the way Township's going, they're sort of one of the feel-good teams this year. Did pick them second in the section. They ended up winning the whole thing. So slight edge maybe to Township, especially if Catholic cannot guard Green, who is really, really good. Do yourself a favor and see Kirsten Green, and she's only a sophomore. Really good player. Old school matchup here. Catholic Township. Wow.
Okay. The other game in that half of the bracket features LampeterStrasburg, 21-1 for the Pioneers this year. They're a dynamite team. They're going up against Solanco. And Jeff, your thoughts on this one? LampeterStrasburg got to be one of the favorites in the tournament.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, just kind of put the bullseye on them. They're the favorite here, without giving away the picks. LS has got to be the favorite going in. All 5 starters back, including the 4 seniors, Fritz, Lynch, Boyer, Rittenhouse, who've played all 4 years. Boyer's a 1,000-point scorer. 21 wins for LS. They've won 21 in a row. They lost on opening night. They haven't lost since. So they're flying. Hottest team in the league right now. Pick your poison with them. Any number of weapons, and they'll go 7 or 8 deep. LS is the favorite. Solanco, fun team, kind of like Township. They were one of the fun kind of stories this year. They're young, only a couple of seniors for Solanco, and everybody else is a freshman or a sophomore. They start a couple of freshmen, or one freshman starts, another one comes off the bench and plays a lot. Taylor Kreider, keep an eye on her for Solanco, 16 a game. Had 39 in a game this year, gets to the foul line a lot, 190 times, which led the league. Solanco's been fun, pleasant story, but they're running up against a machine here. Any number of weapons for LS. LS is scary good, and I think everybody around the league is anxious to see if they can kind of live up to that hype and not only get to Saturday, but win it Saturday. So LS is your favorite, but Solanco can scrap. That's an interesting game.
Okay, we'll move on to the other side of the bracket now, and we have Ephrata going up against Northern Lebanon. Both these teams pretty similar in terms of records, so this should be a pretty competitive game, you would think. What do you say?
I would think so. This may be the closest game of the 4 on the first night. Both teams, I'm talking about feel-good teams here this year, both teams are in that mode. Ephrata, first section title since 1991. Took them to the last night. They won it the other night, so they're in. Keep an eye on Allie Goodman, 14 a game, 40 three-pointers for Allie. She can really shoot it. Scrappy team, good half-court, defensive-oriented, rebounding, gritty kind of a team, Ephrata. Northern Lebanon, they've had some ups and downs, more ups than downs. Two years ago, Northern Lebanon was 0-22.
Wow.
And now they're in the LL playoffs. First time, I think, since 86 when they won Section 3, so it's been a while. Keep an eye on Nicole Heister, good perimeter shooter. Liz Hauser, kind of an underrated point guard, can really run the floor well. That's a cool matchup. I think that'll be, at least on paper, I think that should be the closest of the first round games for sure. I don't want to call them Cinderella teams because they earned their way here in Ephrata as a section champ, but it'll be cool to see one of them go out around and play on Thursday. So
Okay, and then of course the final game on that side of the bracket is Lancaster Mennonite going up against Cedar Crest, the Section 1 runner-up. Mennonite 20-2. Their record's almost as impressive as LampeterStrasburg's. Cedar Crest just got edged out at the end for the Section 1 championship by Manheim Township, another one of those teams that seems to be in the league playoffs all the time.
Yeah.
So how does this one break down?
Very good game. Very good game. Mennonites won, I want to say 12 in a row, or 11 or 12 in a row. They haven't lost since their Christmas tournament. They're scorching, and their 2 losses are by 3 points. Lost a game by 2 and a game by 1, and one of the losses was to LS. So, Caitlin Vanderhoff, D1 recruit, full ride to Maine, having an unbelievable year for Mennonite. Averages 20 a night. She's had 2 triple-doubles, including a triple-double in their final game the other night. She's fabulous. She has basically, since Christmas, willed this team to win. She's put them on her back a bunch of nights and just taken over. Erin Lavanese, their big girl in the middle, junior. Her last 2 games, 23 and 25. So she's starting to peak. She's playing well on the glass. Crest has won Section 2 the last 2 years in a row before Township got him this year. Kind of a perimeter-oriented team. Megan Phillips makes him go, junior guard. Can shoot from downtown and drive. She kind of makes him go. Crest does have a little bit of size to match up with Lavanese, but they're sort of a perimeter-oriented team. Sometimes they settle for too many jump shots, but good defenders. And like you said, Cedar Crest has been there. They do have some new starters, but these kids have been through this. They've been deep in districts the last couple of years. So I like this matchup a lot. This is a very, very intriguing game for sure. I like Mennonite probably a little bit because they're on such a tear right now. And they lost last year in the final to Hempfield, so they want to get back there and get another shot at winning the whole thing. So would not be surprised if they get to Saturday. Okay, well, after Tuesday's quarterfinals, we go to the semifinals on Thursday, and then the championship game will be Saturday the 14th at Manheim Township. That's an afternoon game at 1 p.m. Jeff, who do you think is going to be playing in that game? And then I'll ask you to pick a champ. Ooh, I would be very surprised if LS and Mennonite are not there. I think they're the heavyweights right now going in. Usually it's a Section 1 team that's in the mix. I'm not saying Crest or Township can't get there, but the 2 hottest teams right now in the league, hands down, are LS and Mennonite. So I'll go chalk. I'll take LS from the top bracket. I'll take Mennonite to get through. And then who's your winner? I like LS. I think LS will live up to the hype here. They're definitely the best team going in. Pound for pound, they're the best team I've seen this year, and I've seen everybody. So I think the Pioneers get it done. I think their seniors have been through it all. I think LS will cut down the nets Saturday at Township. That's the pick. Okay, well, there you have it. And fans, we would remind you to keep visiting lanksports.com for live blogs from the playoff games, updated brackets every day on the website, video, and any other news about the Lancaster Lebanon League. We're your place to come. Looking forward to the games on Tuesday. We'll see you there.